Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to this evening's performance seminar. So we've got all our performers here. One second, I'm just going to make sure the live stream is going. All right, there we are. All right, so welcome. We've got Arna, James, Brenton. Oh wait, Oliver. I was like, there's no James. All right, so let me get y'all in attendance. So on my program here, I've got Arna performing first, followed by Oliver, then Brenton. All right, so y'all set up and ready to play?
Yeah.
All right, so just remember that when it's your turn to go, I'll obviously say your name, so you know it's your turn to go, but then you can introduce the title, so the name of your piece, and if there's a composer, the name of the composer. All right, so Arna, are you ready to go?
Okay.
Yeah, and what are you playing, and who's the composer?
So my name is Arna. I'm playing Minuet 3 by J.S. Bach.
All right. All right, terrific job. Nice work, Arna. Okay, so that sounded great and really nice job sorting through some of the trickier parts in this. There's a lot of trade-off between the hands, right? So sometimes the left hand's really busy, sometimes the right hand's really busy. Yeah, so really nice work. The one thing I want to see if we can iron out here is there was sort of a little bit of a time warp situation going on with some of these left-hand eighth notes, right? So let's see if we can get this a little quicker, and let me show you. So let's take this part is really tricky, actually. So this little part is much trickier than it appears. So what I want you to try, right? So one thing we've got is the tie. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
And let me share my sound. That might not be showing up very well. All right. Yeah. So let's maybe stick with a quarter note level right now. So let's just, can you play your left hand with your right hand, but literally just play the green notes as if everything is a quarter note.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, so try that again and try that really now in time as if you're playing, okay? So Yeah, good, right. So remember, you want to do this as quarter note. So now I really want you to practice. So practice that as if it's quarter note so that you really get used to connecting your hands on those counts. And then you're just going to sneak in these other notes. So think of putting these notes in between, not so don't think of necessarily playing, I've got to play all these things fast. So think I've got to sync up on these notes. And then I've got to play these in between notes, and I'll just put your fingers in there so you can be thinking about your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so try that one more time and see if we can go.
With those other.
Yeah, sneak the eighth notes in.
Okay.
Mhm. Da-da-da-da-da. And even think of aiming. So bump, ba-dum, ba-dum. So instead of thinking, think. So bum, 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 bum. So think about, always be thinking of what the next note needs to be and kind of traveling towards that.
Oh yeah, so.
Good. Yeah, and that was much better. Yeah, that was terrific. So, I mean, I think sometimes when you've got something that's kind of tangly with both hands and it's kind of hard to get your left hand moving, just cut out the in-between notes. So you're practicing the syncing up notes first and really get a solid sense of that in your head. Then think of fitting in the little in-between eighth notes. And I think that works better. Now, of course, we just tried to do that in like 2 minutes. So that's fine. This is something, when you come across this now in a future piece, see if you can take this kind of approach to get yourself used to that. And over several days, right? That's going to have a big effect. All right. Yeah. So really great work. Thank you so much. And so who is next? We've got on the program, our next performer is Oliver. So Oliver, are you ready to play?
Yes.
All right. And so again, what's the name of your piece and the composer?
Okay. So should I turn on my video?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the name of my song is Minuet, and the composer is, one second, I just gotta go to, okay. The composer is Alexander Reinagle. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Reinagle.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing that the last person did, but like it has the same name, but it's a bit easier because I just started. So
Yeah, well, there are many. So a minuet was a very popular dance in the 1700s. So there are many minuets.
yes. And I think this is like the original one because she said that she was playing the Minuet 3, so I kind of like was like,
Oh, yeah, they number them. It depends what collection they're put in.
yeah, okay. So should I start playing now?
Oh, yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay.
right. Okay. Yeah, nice. So great job there, Oliver. I thought that was really nice. So you said you were just starting out, but that sounded really confident and really well prepared.
Thank
Um,
you. Justin just taught me how to do it without the repeats.
yeah,
So
that's why I was kind
I
of waiting
really
for a second.
see that one coming. So yes.
So let's try. Your articulation was good and all the dynamics were good. Da, 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 da. I want to see if you can, just for a second, just for fun. Can you see if you can make these notes do more of a crescendo?
Okay.
So part of the trick, right? And this is people, experienced musicians also do this. So it's not like cheating. It's not cheating. It's just a trick.
I like should
If
use
you
the pep.
if you want your crescendo to seem bigger, sometimes it helps to kind of drop and start it softer. And then so you have more room, right? So instead of, or whatever it is. Right. So you can kind of, so
Okay.
try that for me. Let me hear that crescendo one time. Mm-hmm. So almost in, yeah. So as you're rolling your, yeah. Yeah, good. And so something to think about as you move forward. Yeah, that was really nice. So something to think about as you move forward, right? And you probably talked about this with your teacher.
Yes.
But as you move forward, when you think about dynamics, right? How am I going to play soft? How am I going to play loud? Think about using different weight in over your fingers, not necessarily I'm going to hit harder, I'm going to hit softer. It doesn't, so think about the amount of weight, right? So to play loud, you're going to think of putting more of weight. So instead of just your hand or something, you're going to have more and more of your arm weighing on your fingers versus, right? If you want to play soft, think about just the weight of your, almost like the weight of your fingers or the weight of just your hand.
Okay.
And that kind of, that's a good way to make sure that when you play soft, the sound still comes out. So yeah, just something to think about as you move forward. But that was, yeah, really nice job. So thank you for playing.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, and Brenton, you are up next. And all right, so you're our final performer of the evening. And can you tell us what you'll be playing? And then we will go for it.
I'm gonna be playing the morning song
Bye.
by Anton Diabelli. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Diabelli.
Okay, bye.
Oh, bye, Arna. See you. Oh, 1 second, Brenton. Are you playing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's cutting your sound off. Make sure you've got original sound on.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay, Great, good job, Brenton. Yeah, so it sounds like you know this piece pretty well. It sounded a little bit tentative, but I think you had all the notes down. So the one thing I want to work on is just playing it with a little bit more confidence. Right? So make sure be confident, especially in your dynamics, right? So some parts of this, we've got a lot of variation, right? We start soft, we get a little louder, and then this is the loudest at the end, and then we go back to soft, right? So can you play me the last two lines one more time? And I want to hear, I want you to feel a little bit more confident in knowing the notes because it sounds good. So let's see if we can bring out more of those dynamics. So mezzo piano, mezzo forte, then forte, and then get softer at the very end. Okay.
Okay.
Ah, very nice. Okay, so that had way more of an effect. I thought that was really good. Okay, yeah, so really nice work. The takeaway, right? Be confident if you can, right? That's I know that's hard when we get nervous when performing. But sometimes if you practice something a lot and you get to a performance and you get nervous, practice having confidence in your all the time you spent practicing that piece. And so just go for it sometimes. So that sounded great. You had a good sense of those dynamics that time and they really came out. Yeah. And so thanks y'all. I think Arna had to run already, but thanks to Oliver and Brenton. So one more round of applause for all of you. And I hope to hear you play again soon in seminar. So great work, everyone.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.
Yeah, actually, I have one more song